Welcome once again, my friends, and thank you for stopping by to listen to an old storyteller. Today we have a story from China, and the title of this story is A Legend of Confucius. When Confucius came to the earth, the Qilin, that strange beast which is the prince of all four-footed animals, and only appears when there is a great man on earth, sought the child and spat out a jade, whereon was written, "Son of the water crystal, you are destined to become an uncrowned king." And Confucius grew up, studied diligently, learned wisdom, and came to be a saint. He did much good on earth, and ever since his death has been reverenced as the greatest of teachers and masters. He had foreknowledge of many things, and even after he had died, he gave evidence of this. Once, when the wicked Emperor Qin Shi Huang had conquered all the other kingdoms and was traveling through the entire empire, he came to the homeland of Confucius, and he found his grave, and, finding his grave, he wished to have it opened and see what was in it. All his officials advised him not to do so, but he would not listen to them. So a passage was dug into the grave, and in its main chamber they found a coffin, whose wood appeared to be quite fresh. When struck, it sounded like metal. To the left of the coffin was a door, which led into an inner chamber. In this chamber stood a bed, and a table with books and clothing, as though all meant for the use of a living person. Qin Shi Huang seated himself on the bed and looked down, and there on the floor stood 2 shoes of red silk, whose tips were adorned with a woven pattern of clouds. A bamboo staff leaned against the wall. The emperor, in jest, put on the shoes, took the staff, and left the grave. But as he did so, a tablet suddenly appeared before his eyes on which stood the following lines. "O'er kingdom 6 Qin Shi Huang his army led, to open my grave and find my humble bed. He steals my shoes and takes my staff away to teach Shakyu and his last earthly day." Qin Shi Huang was much alarmed and had the grave closed again. But when he reached Shakyu, he fell ill of a hasty fever, of which he died. Thank you once again for listening to this story. If you enjoyed this story, please press that like button. Also, please help an old storyteller out by subscribing to my channel. The next story will be posted in a few days, so until then, may your story continue to be a good one.